Hi folks, today's video I'll be talking you how to create a character using FATUM. You asked for it, so here it is. If you don't know what FATUM is, go check out the review that we did of FATUM. It's a character creation using a tarot deck-like system. All right, and there are two different modes that you can use FATUM in, a character and a story mode. So first off, let's jump into the character mode. So first of all, put the placemat down on a flat surface and separate out your decks. You're going to shuffle the decks, and all except for the class deck, you're going to randomly select a section of the deck, turn it 180 degrees, and then continue shuffling. This is going to make some of the cards upside down. Like tarot cards, all of the decks except for the class cards have different meanings, different prompts, depending on which side is facing up. Now you can start creating. First, you're going to place a class. This is the yellow deck in the center of the character slot. Next, you're going to select a place card from the green deck and place it on the top. So this top line is your character's origin story. And then next, draw a background. This is the blue, and place it next to it. Next, we'll draw two bond cards from the red deck and place them on either side of your character card. And then we're going to move on to the lower slots. We'll come back to those bond cards. And you'll draw two more of the purple event cards and place them on Mark of the Past and Impetus. Mark of the Past is essentially a significant event that has changed your character. And then Impetus is like the motivation, why your character is adventuring, or what they are hoping to achieve by adventuring. And now we go back and fill in the questions that are asked on a bunch of these event prompt cards in both the Bond, Mark of the Past, and the Impetus. You'll start off with the card that has the least amount of colored diamonds next to the question. And this is really so that you are having to shuffle and separate out decks less. So you'll pay attention to the top of the card as it appears and answer the question, whether single or multiple, by drawing a card from the corresponding decks. And then for those cards that do have multiple colored diamonds, you shuffle the corresponding decks together and then draw from the card. So this is why you do the single ones first, because you're going to have to kind of separate out the decks and reshuffle them. And there you go, you've got a character. So my character is a warlock who grew up in a dungeon as an investigator. Their bonds are with a son who's a bulwark and a brother who's a wizard. They began adventuring because they were betrayed by their deity. Well, that's interesting. And the reason for adventuring, or what they hope to get, is wealth, because they have a secret. Maybe that has to do with their deity. Maybe they have a secret with their brother or son. You get to fill in all of the details from here, but this gives you the roadmap to your character. If you're wondering about the race deck, this is optional. You just draw it when you draw the class card. I want to give a special thanks to all of our patrons, especially Tucker. If you want to support our channel, you can head on over to our Patreon page and check out the perks of being a patron. All right, now for the second mode you can use, and this is storyline. So this is something that perhaps a game master might use, or a writer, to come up with an idea for a story. First is the trigger, so what is starting off the story? You draw this from the event deck. Next, where is it happening? You draw from the place deck. Third, why is it happening? You'll draw another event card. The fourth and fifth step, you draw from a deck that is the class, background, and bond decks all shuffled together, and this is who is the ally in this story, and then the fifth one, who is the antagonist in this story, or whom are the antagonists. And then finally you draw one last event card that is what is the outcome, what is the goal for the story. So there you go. That is how you use the FATUM decks, both for character creation as well as to come up with a prompt for a story. Now, this is not going to fill in all of the details for you, but it will give you a good prompt if you're trying to randomize a character or come up with inspiration for a storyline. Have you checked out the FATUM deck? I'd love to know your thoughts about it down there, as well as if you have any other tools, alternate ways of coming up with characters and storylines. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Roll for Initiative. Bye! That will be a super fast video. Dance and dance and dance. Dance party time.